Hey everybody, it's Irene with BrainStormAcres, and today we're in the crafty corner and also the seed starting corner of the great room. So there's a bunch of crafty stuff behind me, so pay no attention to the mess. And underneath this table is a pussycat sunning herself and taking a bath. Before she was snoring, but she woke up. So today I am going to start a few seedlings. Now these are all seedlings that I already have growing in the greenhouse, but I expect those greenhouse seedlings to fade rather quickly now. What is special about this seed setup is it is a gift from a friend, Steve, at Digwell Green Fingers, and it was a Christmas present. So what else is special is something unusual about it. Usually I have a tray that's got all these little things in it, but this one's something cool. These are cell packs of 4. So today I am only going to start 6 cell packs, and then in another week I'll start another one, and then in another week I'll start another one. Now I have done this in regular seed trays before, and to be honest, it's kind of a pain, because although I could do it, and I have done it, and I probably will do it in the future, this is something I really have been wanting to play with. It's a sort of a unique situation in that the ability to just take away a set of 4 and not be worried about damaging any of the other guys or any of that other stuff, that really appeals to me. Now, in the middle of the summer, when I'm starting a million plants at the same time and they're all going to be going out and that sort of stuff, I'll definitely use a different type of tray. But for me now, just starting a few cells, this is perfect. So I have my labels all ready to go, and I have my seeds. As I mentioned before, these are all seeds that are already in the greenhouse, and I actually watered them and checked them today, and we actually have some broccoli starting. Now, I don't expect this broccoli to be particularly noteworthy. They're going to be tiny little florets, but it'll be ours, and it'll be organic, and it'll be tasty. The stuff that we grew in the yard last year was pretty amazing, considering what it had been through, and it was still tasty and all that sort of thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these guys started. This is not brain surgery. I'm simply going to check each package. This, for instance, is Emerald Crown, which is a full-size broccoli, and it needs to be planted 1/4 of an inch deep. So I will do so. I'm just going to poke my finger in there, stick it in. This has a very high germination rate, 99%, doesn't get much higher. So I'm willing to risk just planting 1 seed in each. I still have plenty of time. I'm just trying to see if I can succession plant in the greenhouse more effectively this year. So all I'm going to do is tuck them in like that. Now that was Emerald Crown, which is right there, and I will put a label in each 4-cell pack. And yeah, like I said, this is going to be a different world this time around. It's going to be kind of fun to see how it works. These are Jade Cross, which is a Brussels sprout. We do have baby Brussels sprouts on our plants out there. I kind of don't know if they're ever going to be edible. They are very sort of strange. The plants didn't grow as tall as they were supposed to because they were damaged by frost, and I'm going to still see what I could do with them, but normally you would start cutting off the lower branches and things like that, and I will do that, but I don't know. We're just learning. We've never ever grown, well, broccoli we grew last summer. We've never grown Brussels sprouts before. I believe in looking at people who are successes. I try not to spend a lot of time looking at people who are failures unless I'm looking for a way not to do something. So I tend to focus my efforts on people who are serious growers because, yeah, they're making it work. So that's what I want to do, is make it work. I want to be really careful about these things because the plants will have different characteristics. Some of the things I should be able to spot right away, but some of the things I may not be able to. So I don't want to screw it up, basically. This is pak choi. We still have quite a few pak choi plants in the greenhouse. We ate a bunch, we ate about 6 of them. They were small plants. We ate about 6 of them this past week in soup. And I am going to be harvesting some more this coming week, probably for stir fry. So, yeah, I try not to run out because I really can't get it in the stores. Well, I can get it, but the stuff that's local is awful. When I say local, I mean 40 miles. If I want to get some stuff that's worth eating, then I have to go about 65, I guess. That's one way, by the way. Now, this is tiara cabbage. It is by far our favorite cabbage. We grew it last year incredibly successfully. In the greenhouse right now, the plants were really pretty damaged by frost, but they are starting to head up. So I want to go ahead and get some new ones in because I know I'm going to probably be harvesting the cabbage in, I would guess the next couple of weeks. I'm going to see how big they'll grow, but I know that at a certain point they'll stop growing properly and start splitting and things like that. They're still perfectly edible at that point. They just don't look as good. We have broccoli, Brussels sprouts, mini broccoli, pak choi, cabbage, and rutabaga. What's particularly cool, in case you're wondering why I'm growing 2 different kinds of broccoli, the mini broccoli is really kind of cool. Instead of making a big center floret that you would eat, and then maybe sending up some side ones a little bit, this sends up just a whole stack of side ones, kind of. It doesn't produce a big, gigantic center thing, but it's a much faster turnaround. The time on the full-size broccoli is 60 days, and the time on Atlantis is 33. So you get something really fast, and we really were quite impressed with it last year. So seemed like as good a plan as any. So now all I have to do is water this and put on a little humidity dome and be patient, and that's the hardest part. But I am going to put one of the heat mats that we got, one of the new ones under here, and we'll also be testing that to see how well that works. And that'll start giving us some data on one of the heat mats that we bought. And if you're interested in heat mats, we have done several videos on them in the past. We did a couple last year, and we also did one this year on some new ones that we've bought. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we're obviously going to be doing lots more. But my goal is to have a steady supply of seedlings to go into the greenhouse. And God willing and the creek don't rise, we'll see how we do. So be sure to come back and see. Until next time, bye.